Ugh. Oh, do you feel that cold, that biting sting running up your spine? Hello and welcome to Skul, Carlane Insignia, Ring of Wind. I'm gonna leave that recruit over there. Actually, you know what? No, we'll take the recruit. We'll take the recruit. Why not? Temporarily increase attack speed on swap. Let's go. Alright, here we are with the Frost Skull run. I promised it. Here it is. After the, No, don't! After the last time I used him as a supporting skull for another build, but now it's his turn. We're gonna get Frosty Boy start to finish. Let's go. And we get this room straight away. It feels good to go on to a balance magic. I was hoping you would do more damage there. Type of build instead of the power skull. It's been a power skull-orama recently, hasn't it? It's been nothing but big power boys for a while now. With Yaksha and Berserker. Let's you know, let's chill a little bit. Let's get some of those good vibes with Frost Skull. Alright, what do we get? Ice Scale Spoilers. Wait a minute, could I make this a Blizzard run? I could genuinely try and make this a Blizzard Frost run. How cool would that be? Now, while I'm here in Act 1, firing really bad arrows, I need to give a massive thank you to everybody, including Predator, for showing up here, where I could be doing a Predator run, but I'm not. I'm doing a Frost run. God, that felt bad. I need to give a huge thank you. The channel has hit 10,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Thank you so much to everyone watching, everyone who's... It doesn't matter if you just watch the videos, whether you comment, whether you're from my Twitch, whether you're just... Whoever you are, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Even if you've only watched one video ever, thank you. It means an awful lot to me. You guys are amazing. I did just pick up the Ceremonial Dagger. I should have said something. Sea Dagger increases magic attack by 55% for 3 seconds, increases crit by 5%. It's an amazing item. It is one of the best magic items in the game. Let's go. I could have tried going for Elemental's Blessing, but you know what? Nah. I'm actually kind of wanting to do a Blizzard run. Not that Blizzard is really all that good. It's one of those effects that doesn't work against bosses very well. Damn, look at this damage. Oh, lady. Illegal. But it's not the worst. You know what? If we break Ent Skull here, thanks to Predator's noble sacrifice, we are already upgrading Frost Skull to unique. First Arachne visit, and we've already got the boy upgraded to unique. Ancient Frost Skull. So he always emits cold, slowing down nearby enemies and dealing continuous magic damage, similar to Minotaur, if you remember from the Yaksha video. You can just kind of stand around and slow enemies and do little ticks of damage. Well, that wasn't a little tick, that was 50 damage. That was pretty big, but still. He maintains his chance to freeze enemies on attack. When he swaps, he fires out, you know, big frosty attacks in all directions. His glacial fragments, he still throws fragments. He throws, what, 3 of them? Yeah. Hibernation. Now, this is kind of like an amazing return to form, because Hibernation used to be, along with Gargoyle's Petrify, one of the most useless skills in the game. It didn't do damage, it didn't do anything, it was just 2 seconds of invincibility. And at the time, back in early access, that served no purpose. The idea was you're either killing something or you're not doing anything at all. Like, why would you need this? You've already got an invincible dash. You don't need extra Good lord, the damage! I'm walking through enemies. You don't need these extra invincibility frames. But Hibernation has been fixed, is the word I'm going to say. Made good. Try me. Stupid. Because now it does damage when you break out. It deals damage to surrounding enemies, and when you break out of the Hibernation, it hurts people. It's great. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. Now, as you just noticed, I left the room, and that skull, that spear, broke automatically. I still have people asking me why I'm not destroying skulls whenever I leave rooms. Don't worry. Don't worry. They break automatically. Sorry, my exacerbated reaction is because we have ritual staff, but Medusa is up here, and I really like Medusa. But I also really like all the items I have right now, and I don't want to really get rid of anything. So I guess Medusa needs to be left behind, because ritual staff is god tier status item. Like, ritual stuff is just amazing. Look at this damage. Walk through enemies. Now, because I took the bottom route and I didn't come up, these enemies up here that would normally be here aren't going to spawn. This is an example of spawn skipping, which is something that you can do if you manage to get through an area without triggering the extra enemies. As long as you kill the enemies that are already in the map, you can just move ahead, basically. Oh my god. He's already doing so much thick and juicy damage. I'm the Frost Boy, not you. Stop it. Now, Ritual Staff, I feel like I've already explained Ritual Staff a whole bunch, but let's do it again for the fun of it. Ritual Staff, the previous item that I picked up, increases my magical damage by, is it 50%, if memory serves? Yes, 50%, and increases skill cooldown speed of Balanced Skulls by 45%. We now also have 2 in Tactics for an extra 10% magic attack between our Sea Dagger and our Ritual Staff. And we have 1 in Static. So far, for Act 1, being at Unique already, having Ritual Staff, having Sea Dagger, this is ridiculous. This is a very powerful start. All I need now is, you know, Ravenlord, Swanezio, maybe a little bit of Broken Mana Engine, you know. Yegs. Yegs, please. Now, I'm saving... There we go. I wanted to save the charges on the Karlan Recruit for here. Use my Hibernate to kind of cheese him a little bit. Sorry, Yeg. Sorry, Big Yegs. Down goes Big Yegs. What are you going to give us? Be kind. Warrior's Pauldrons. Okay, look at that. We've got the best defensive item in the game. How? Come on. We can't do any upgrades. Let's move straight on. So Warrior's Pauldrons, every 20 seconds or so, we get a shield that you'll see that, you know, literally, not the bubble around me right now. It's there we go, there it is, the barrier that's in front of us. And that blocks all incoming damage from the front. Exactly as you would expect. And it is a true block too. It isn't just like absorbing damage. Water Skull, nah, it's power. There's no synergy there. There's no synergy there. Water Skull will happen. Water Skull will happen, don't worry. Water Skull isn't as bad as I used to have it. If you're familiar with my old tier list, my old early access tier list, Water Skull was, well, at the time, Aqua Skull for one. But he was, in my opinion, the worst skull in the game. Absolutely the worst skull in the game. Not so anymore. Not so, not so. He has... He's one of the winners. He's one of the big winners of the full release, in that he has received some help. He's been fixed enough that he is usable. In the shop, we have Bottled Embers, Assassin Dagger, and Water Spirit Undine. Undine? I'm not sure. But there's Blizzard on that. And I want to take it. I want to take it and make this a cold run. I don't know. I need the ice boots, and then I have no idea what the other two are. I've completely forgotten. If I re-roll now, just taking a gander at these items here, this common item is 1200, this rare item is 1300. I've only got 1300 gold as it is. It'll cost 390 to restock the shop, so I would have to think to myself, I'd have to sell one of my common items, and they're not going to sell for that much. I'm just going to move on. Keep an eye on your economy. Alright? Keep an eye on your economy. It sounds boring, it sounds annoying and stupid, but it's honestly going to help you a lot in the long run if you manage your gold as you go. I would suggest that if you're doing runs in the same style that I do, which is very skull focused, but that's because I'm doing showcases, right? So I'm doing runs where I want to show off skulls, upgrade them straight away. You may or may not do this. You may prefer to take item rooms for the large beginning portion of the game. Or you may choose to do it the way I do, which is to take all the skull rooms. Either way, regardless of however you choose to handle things, money is very important. Gold is very important, which is why I often tell people who are just starting the game, as soon as you get the alchemy witch trait that lets you sell items, it makes a huge difference, an actual huge difference to your runs, because suddenly you can afford stuff. How good is that? Oh, whoops. I broke out of my... I broke out! Oh, break that guy. Oh no, buddy. Sword boy, no! He died! Freeze, freeze. Enjoy. There you go. Die. What do we have over here? We have Petty Thief, we have Unstable Contestants, and Hate Stone. I may have to just break the Thief. Yeah, let's just break the Thief. Let's go all in on the bones. We had some good luck and got to Unique already. Let's push it straight to Legendary. Let's go. Now, I have had people asking me, you know, what my favorite skulls are, or who I think are really strong skulls in general in the game. Probably... I would argue that maybe my favorite skull in the entire game is Arclich, just because, one, thematically, I really like the way that he looks, the way that he plays. I think he has a lot of style to him. I like skulls, and just in general, in games, period, I like characters and like, the way that they look, the way that they play. I'm very much about style. I like impact, and here's another one, Samurai. I really like Samurai. Despite the fact that he plays kind of different and kind of weird, I do appreciate and like that a little bit about him. We have Priestess's Veil, Cowardly Bowmaster's Bow, and Sphinx Eye. Let me just do one little re-rolleroo here and be a little disappointed, but you know what? We can afford to be disappointed. It's gonna ruin our balance synergy a little bit to take Samurai, but then again, little recruit's only worth 5. People have asked me this in the past, in particular in the Yorkshire video, why didn't I take, was it Rockstar at the time? Instead of Shield? No, my Berserker run. Why didn't I take the Skull instead of? And that's just because of thematics, right? I want to play these runs with, you know, a core theme involved, and at the time it was Power Skulls. And I was considering just keeping Shield for the entire run. So if you see me kind of skipping a skull or ignoring a skull and I don't give an explanation, there is a chance that I have just straight up forgotten or missed it. But, oh wait, I've got the counter. But at the same time, you'll soon come to understand, with me at the very least, that I'm stupid and like to do things the hard way more often than not, for no real reason. For no reason other than just, oh, I can do this, so I'm gonna do it. It's how I play a lot of games, just unnecessarily taking the hard way. That's what I do. Oh no, I tried so hard to finish him off. Blizzard is actually putting in some work. Oh, Ryder. This is one of those times where if I was close enough on fragments, I would take Ryder and destroy Samurai because I get more return from Samurai, but not gonna happen. We are close though, we are close. We're going to get Legendary Frost in Act 3 for sure. Hello, sisters. Hello, sisters. I am but a lowly little samurai. Please don't hurt me. My sword is inferior to your blades. Psych! You thought! Oh, I missed. I was gonna final cut you. Haha! For this particular build on Frosty Boy, I really would have liked to get, enjoy. Mage's Necklace. Mage's Necklace works out really well with the kind of spam, whoops. Yeah, that was pretty hype, that you can get with, the glacial spikes. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I thought they were gonna do one of these attacks, one of those dives from the sky. But yeah, similar to Little Skull himself, because you can spam a lot of skills with the ice shards. I mean, just... Haha, you like that, don't you? No. Oh, that stupid fuse gets in the way so much. Do you guys ever have a love-hate relationship with fuse? I do. Yeah, that's right. Get counted, lady. Get counted, lady. That's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. Oh, wait. Wait, my counter! I counted. My counter is screwing me over. No. No. Shield. There's the glory of Warrior's Pauldrons. You can just face tank stuff. How good is that? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's do it again. Did that even count? Did that do damage? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No, lady. That's right. And we block the damage. Warrior's Pauldrons. What a godlike item. I always play stupid against the sisters. I like doing cool stuff like countering, even though it's not going to do that much for me. Execution Axe. No, this isn't a physical run. I do suggest and recommend, I know people want a samurai run, like a true samurai run, and while that isn't this run, like I'm doing magic, I do recommend that if you're playing samurai, I have a lot of fun building him just raw physical, so taking pretty much as many of the traditional Power Skull items, the axes, rear blast, I really want to get him with Orc, like with my Berserker run, and kind of play him as this... Oh, we barely killed him. As this insane, huge damage-dealing character. Which is the complete opposite of how I want to play Frost Skull, which is lots of magic. And have him just be a crowd-controlling, you're not allowed to play the game, buddy boy, asshole type of character. Nice. The damage is big, though. The damage is really big, if you've noticed. Oh, Hunter, another one I've got to do at some point. The game likes to show me all these skulls that people keep suggesting and recommending. They're all like, please play. Oh, I see Shield a lot. You guys love Shield. I can see why, though. Like, I know why. Shield is very good. Shield is a very nice skull, for sure. And always has been. Ever since back in the old early access days. Shield has always kind of had this niche role as more than a support. Like, he's like a support character, but at the same time he's more than just support, you know? He's a best friend. Oh wait, do it. That's what you get! Give me bones. And with that said and done, we have 114, we have guaranteed Frost Skulls Ascension into Legend coming into the shop. I need these other Blizzard items. Could you please give me Blizzard? Reroll. There it is. Mana Bone. One of the best items in the game. One of the best period items in the game. Mana Bone. We now need to get another Balanced Skull. I need to get rid of Samurai ASAP. I've explained Mana Bone before, but it is our third Blizzard and our third Tactics. Fantastic. Do I take Ancient Incense now? Ancient Incense is very handy, but I don't have a Quintessence. It'd be like an investment for the future. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of the Ointment and take the Ancient Incense now, because the Ointment is trash. I don't care. Well, it's not trash. That's mean to say. Ointment's actually pretty good in the beginning of the game. It just falls off after a while. Or you could keep it if you're planning on doing a very a very I'm gonna get hit focused style of build. Maybe like Berserker, where you go in and you get beat up a lot. Skull Gargoyle. Wait, Gargoyle is balanced. Let's just take Gargoyle. Now we, at the very least, get the full Mana Bone experience with double balanced skulls. Whenever we use a skill, we get the big swirlies. The big swirly whirlies all over the screen. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare mess with me, buddy boy. Die. Item is Infinite Boner. Fantastic. Let's take Infinite Boner and replace Ring of Wind. Oh, by the way, I've noticed that people are loving the Dark Spirit Shade shenanigans. It feels like Dark Spirit Shade has taken Ring of Wind's old place for all of my my old school fans who remember the Ring of Wind gags. Because I used to give Ring of Wind the treatment that it was a trash item. It's not. If any of you have gone back and seen previous videos, or you're just curious why I seem to have this thing against Ring of Wind, I really don't. Ooh, the all-girl team. We've got the tough ladies team. Strong, independent women's. Oh, infinite bonus, resetting these glacial spikes. Ma'am? Ma'am, I'm afraid that there's trouble afoot. No, I need to swap. I need to swap. Quick. Spam her out. Spam her out. Oh! Dead. Fantastic. What do we have? Alchemist with liquid nitrogen? Bullshit. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Bullshit. Okay, 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 okay. Troll would be kind of, like, neat and nutty, right? But we've been given liquid nitrogen. This really is the cold boy run. I don't believe it. This is amazing. This is amazing. I now need to get the rest of Blizzard. We need those last two, okay? We need those last two. Did I explain Blizzard, by the way? I don't think I did. So when inflicting skill damage on enemies, there's a 2% chance to freeze them. This is just any skill in general. When affected enemies are unfrozen, a blizzard is created, which deals, what's that say, 24 magic damage with a chance to freeze enemies again. I'll show it off after we upgrade Frosty Boy to Legend. There he is. We've been spoiled on how he looks before, but I still think that Frozen Soul here is one of the coolest visually looking skulls in the game. And what a design twist. You wouldn't expect going from rare, unique, and legendary that he would change into this. He really does change. And my goodness, my little spirit is going absolutely ham. So the idea is, with Blizzard, whenever enemies freeze, after they're unfrozen, you can see those little swirlies, the little frozen whirlwinds. And basically, the way that it's supposed to work is your attacks have a chance to freeze enemies and cause the blizzard effect. However, because Glacial Skull, oh sorry, Frozen Skull, is causing freezes naturally, Blizzard is going to proc off of just about everything he does, even just standing near enemies. Because we have a chance, upon dealing damage, there we go, to freeze enemies. It's kind of amazing synergy and a bit broken, in all honesty. Now, coming back to Frozen Soul, he still does his continuous damage, as you saw. Every 30 seconds, it inflicts freeze over a wide area, dealing more magic damage. When he swaps in, he still does the big explosion of ice and inflicts freeze on enemies that come into contact for 3 seconds. He also has his chance to freeze enemies by attacking. That ice effect on the screen is the every 30 seconds effect that I mentioned already. His Glacial Fragments fire 3 glacial fragments that deal cold explosion damage upon contact, dealing magic damage. Hold down the button to initiate concentration, and when fully completed, shoots out a piercing glacial fragment. So you can throw them, you know, as usual, or you can concentrate them. This is similar to Dark Paladin, has inherited something like this with his big dark wave ability. It's pretty neat. I find that I may not use the concentration very much, just because it's, to me, more beneficial from an infinite bone perspective and from a mana bone perspective, just to spam abilities quickly as opposed to charging them up. But depending on your build, this held charge thing would be very strong either way. And lastly, Hibernation deals magic damage to enemies around us when we wrap ourselves in ice, becoming invulnerable for 2 seconds, deals magic damage to enemies that come in contact, and then after we hibernate and come out, we explode out, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Goodness, there's so much damage happening, so much passive, almost nigh imperceptible damage, and it's only just occurred to me upon walking into this room that I could have upgraded Alchemist, but that's what happens when I'm sitting here over-explaining everything about the skull that I'm playing, instead of just thinking. Doesn't matter. Now, I have mentioned in the past and shown in the past that if you come down the stairs and go around, you skip spawning the enemies. But if you jump down here this way, you get ambushed. So it's up to you. Do you want to fight extra enemies or not? What do we have? Gambler? Oh my goodness. It's a Frosty Boy run. It's a Frosty Boy run, and we have Liquid Nitrogen Alchemist, so we're going to destroy you and get ourselves just that little bit closer to having full ice shenanigans. This room. Thank you to everyone. I've noticed a lot of people are commenting whenever I do this room. They're like, hey, did you know in the conveyor room that you can make it way easier if you go to the end of the conveyor belts and kill the alchemists, because they're controlling the traps. Yes. If you see... Wow, that guy died passively. If you do see me just doing, you know, stuff like this, like actually fighting instead of going to the end, that's just me being me, don't worry. That's just me doing what I do, taking the unnecessary route, doing things the hard way. For no reason. I'll get hit, I'll take damage, I know. It's silly. But that's just me, ninja? My goodness. We're like, what? 15 skulls away from getting Alchemist to Legendary now? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, I haven't mentioned it. It's just occurred to me. I haven't mentioned it. But in my opinion, I know people are still waiting on a tier list, and I've said that I'll do a tier list soon, once I've covered more of the skulls in the game. But it is my opinion that Frozen Soul is an S tier skull, right? Just getting that out of the way right now. Both of these skulls, both Alchemist and Frosty Boy, are S tier skulls. And we have Imp to further decrease our cooldown speed. Fantastic, thank you very much. We have Mage's Necklace. We also have Raven Feather. We also have Gunpowder Sword. What is this? There's a lot of good stuff happening here. What? I don't understand. I don't understand. Help me. It synergizes incredibly well with our build because we have Infinite Bone and we have two skulls that do a lot of big spam. Like, they throw out a lot of skills. They're very skill intense. Yeah, let's take it. Fine. Fine. This is the smart move. I'll make a smart move for once. We're going to miss Raven's Feather, but you know what? I can live with that and move on. This should hopefully be... Well, actually, it may not be the last skull room. If we get lucky and get a unique, it'll be our last skull room that we need for the entire run. But otherwise, let's go. It is kind of amazing that you can kind of, like, just run around as only... Clown, that's fine. As only Frozen Soul, and just get away with it like that. There is no need to do too much swapping with this skull. He is just power incarnate. Well, I shouldn't say power incarnate, he is balance incarnate. But there's very little balance about him. He's actually just insanely strong for no real reason. Alright, let's go and do the Chimera. I'm gonna start as Alchemist, giving me an opportunity to swap into Frosty Boy. Let me throw a little bit of liquid nitrogen. You know. Yeah, that's it. Try and step on me. Rude. I've just realized I don't have any mana tech. I like having a lot of mana tech with my Frost, that was a weird word. My Frost Skull. I like having a lot of mana tech with my Frost Skull. It just suddenly became Italian for no reason there. Was that even Italian? I'm just gonna ignore all that damage. But I don't have any mana tech. Feels weird. Yo, there we go. Was that a no damage fight right there? I've just noticed my shield is still at 10. That's usually what it stays at. Amazing if it was. Oh well if it wasn't. Frost Skull. I'll mention it now. Frost Skull, let's upgrade Alchemist, is very, 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 very good for short. God, that sucks. Very, very good for doing the no-hit achievements, by the way. Just mentioning that now. People have mentioned it before in my video about, what, 2-3 videos back, where I was showcasing some of my no-hit attempts. I was being suggested, yo, use Frost Skull. He works incredibly well for that. And he does. He really, really does. And it's not a shock or a surprise that a lot of people would see great success using him in that way. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to throw a little bonus involving Frost Skull for your pleasure. So I hope you look forward to that, and I look forward to seeing you at the end. Not that we're that close to the end right now. We've only just gotten to Act 4. We're frosting it up. Frosty Skull can actually, like, prevent enemies from spawning if you can kill those big guys fast enough. I think as far as skills are concerned, I do prefer his Ice Field as opposed to these Glacial Shards, but the Glacial Shards serve a different purpose. They're more spam friendly, they lock down enemies more, as opposed to the Ice Field move, but the Ice Field has better range and better, like, I think overall utility. It's kind of hard to say. What isn't hard to say is that this damage is actually insane. Are you noticing this damage? It's ridiculous. Item. Raven's Feather. No, I don't want Raven's Feather. I'm selling it. I want money. Yo, is that a nice big fat Warlock I see? I need to do a Warlock run soon. I am interested in none of this. Reroll. Give me. Iron Shoes of Bitter Cold. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm getting rid of the Ancient Incense. I just don't care anymore. Imp is great damage, by the way. Imp is fantastic. And reducing its cooldown, it's only 18 seconds. It does a lot of damage. But this is a Frosty Boy Frozen run. We are one away from maxing out Blizzard. This is actually pretty damn cool. I have no idea what the last Blizzard item even is. What is the last Blizzard item? I can't remember. What is it? Hello, fellows. Did you not? No. Don't look at me, don't touch me, don't think about it. No, don't look at me. Die. Oh, they're already dead. Cool. Cool beans. Oh, come on. Yo, another gambler? Hey. Hey, sick. I'll destroy another gambler. By the way, I need to ask, are people wanting a proper gambler run? It's occurred to me that my first gambler run may not have done enough justice to showcase what he's about. You know? I don't think I use him to his full potential, so to speak, or even close to it, because I was so new to the Skul at the time. Another Raven's Feather? You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Is Raven's Feather doing that shade thing where it's just going to show up over and over again? Please don't. Please don't, Feather. I don't need any more. But yes, if you guys want to see another gambler-specific run, you know, gambler, I will see what I can do. But I'm not sure people are that interested in gambler right now. I know people want a lot of the other skulls like Shield and Werewolf. They're coming, don't worry, they're coming. But when I get given a gift like Frost Skull at the start, and I've realized that I've partially shown off Frost Skull in the past, but not actually done a proper run with him, I need to go in and do one. And show off what he can do. Let's start as Alchemist. Who is it? Which vile adventurer? It's the Archer girl. This is the hardest one. This is the hardest one. I've spoken to many people who have been long Skull players. I've also just in general done a lot of playing of the game myself, and I have determined that Archer Girl is the hardest of the adventurer fights to deal with. In saying that, she's dead. Die. What a terrible example of how to fight her. Just freeze her to death. She's susceptible to being frozen, and that's why, by the way, everyone out there, that's why they won't let us use status effects on bosses. Legendary Alchemist, yo! He's legendary. He's Frosty. His shield is facing backwards. What the hell? Yes, amazing. Frosty Alchemist. Throw freezing potions. My whole game was lagging for a second there. So many effects on the screen. It's amazing. Boyo. Don't do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. What? I didn't freeze him? Freezies. There you go. You know, I haven't used his full charge on his shard very much, have I? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It takes a long time to charge, though. You would need, like, speed to really, you know, push this thing to its limits. But like I said initially, for me, just spamming the regular skills without charging is probably more effective for me, just in terms of getting damage out. I think I came out of my shell a little bit too soon. Shade?
Finally a magic run. I can finally be with you and prove myself. Wait. Where are my brothers and sisters? You haven't been collecting the spirits? But why? I don't understand. What must we do to earn your acceptance? What must I be to gain your favor?
You don't have Blizzard. It's so good. He's such a powerful skull. Ooh, here we go. A chance to reroll some skills. I might do that. I might do that. I want to keep Hibernate, but I really want Ice Field. Let's show off some Ice Field. Give me... Oh, wait. Is that Ice Field and Iceberg? Oh, it is. Okay, so we got... we got the other two skills entirely. This is fine. Hibernate is really good, but so are these. So Ice Field. Whoosh! It covers everything in ice! And since they all have a chance to freeze because of Blizzard, they're all just freezing and die. Look at that. One attack and that whole area got wiped out. Amazing. Let me actually go over them. So you charge forward, do magic damage. A wide field of ice is formed, deals damage and slows enemies. We saw that. Iceberg is just big ice. Big damage. It destroying itself and doing big damage. Let's Iceberg some fools. Iceberg. Ice Field. Ooh. Yo. Iceberg. Ice Field. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Look at this damage. Look at this damage. It's ridiculous. Why is Frosty Skull so good? Diorite Circlet. Ooh, that's a lot of magic attack. It's a lot of magic attack, actually. Considering that we now no longer have the big spammies, I'm gonna get rid of Mage's Necklace. Just because I wanna juice up our big damage as much as possible. So we're coming into the shop here. I am chasing the last Blizzard. That's like all I'm after. And I mean, none of this has it. Master Fighter? Oh, come on, dude. Can I even fit Master Fighter in here somewhere? Without compromising everything else? You know what? Warrior's Pauldrons isn't necessary. We don't need that defense. We don't need that defense. Let's go. Who needs the defense? Don't take that out of context. Don't take that out of context. Hello. Ice Field. Bloody Blizzard. Ugh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Let's release this guy. Come on. 780. I got mugged for like 350 gold. Ridiculous. Raven's Feather. No, go away. Go away. Stop it. Actually stop it. Rocks. Yo, you didn't... Oh, he did die. Cool. The damage is actually ridiculous. I can't believe how much just... Oh, we got a reset. We got another reset. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, that's a lot of ice fields. Oh, that's a lot of ice field. No. Don't. Freeze and die. And here we are, coming up on the Joan fight. I'm gonna swap into Alchemist at the start of the fight, activate the Golem, and try and nuke down probably the left side as soon as possible. The quicker you get through the first phase in this, the better. First phase is annoying, especially when they start bringing out the statues. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Don't. Yes, okay. Can this go, please? Thank you. Big damage, big spammies. No! Sorry I went a little bit quiet on you there. But I'm trying my best to keep an eye on everything on the screen. There's a lot of effects going off. There we go. So the same as before, I'm going to jump up and I think I should have my Golem summoned back, right? I do. And of course she moves away. You cheeky wench. If we come far away enough. Oh, or we can just not deal with it at all. Oh, you're doing this, are you? That's okay. We can sit down here. Take your time. Take your time. We can sit down here and not deal with it. No, I'm standing just barely in range of it. Couldn't even sit. Damn, that was a lot of effects on the screen. Could you see what was happening? I couldn't. Down she goes. Doesn't matter. Barely took damage there, which is very nice, very nice. Back to full health. It's what we want. It's what we like to see. Ice Field. Look at the damage! Oh, it's so good. Ice Field is amazing. Have I mentioned that Ice Field is my favorite move on him? It is my favorite move for him. And with Infinite Bone, we get to do a lot of Ice Fields. It's so fun. Oh, oh, oh. How about an Iceberg? There you go. I think if I had Hibernate instead of Iceberg, that would be, like, for me, optimal. But as far as it goes, this is still pretty good. And it's just occurred to me, this is the very last shop. And I still don't have that last Blizzard? Nah, it's not gonna happen. Ah, we got close. We got so close, though. So 4 out of 5 Blizzard and 3 Tactics. Still very strong. Like, don't get me wrong. This is incredibly strong. Grants immunity to trap damage. Yeah, that's not gonna help. The food buffs, if it's got long enough effects, taking a food buff before going into the final fight does work. You can keep those buffs going into the hero fight, which is pretty nice. If I restock now, there's no point. So you know what? Forget it. So down, where is it? Let me get my mouse. Here. This right here is the food buff. Looks like the food we just bought. It should last until the hero fight. I'm gonna keep an eye on that, because I don't want to be proven wrong after I've just recommended that food buffs are useful. I've been looking forward to this. Whee! Skate on them! Oh, icebergs! Icebergs! Field! 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 You gotta have a little fun with it, you know. You gotta do something stupid once in a while. Okay. Final breakdown. We have Frozen Soul, Freezing Field, and Iceberg. Dark Alchemist. Yeah, he's kind of just here for moral support at this point. He's really strong, but he's not the focus. Imp, doing fantastic things with cooldown speed reduction. And 4 out of 5 Blizzard, 3 in Tactics, a whole bunch of good items. This is kind of, just so you know, this right here, ignoring the obvious frost items specifically, but like this spread, Mana Bone, Ritual Staff, and Ceremonial Dagger, paired with Diorite Circlet, Infinite Bone, and Master Fighter, this is just like the bread and butter, really strong magic type item build, you know? There are, what is it, Demonomicon is something that I'm missing that would also add a lot of magic damage to this kind of a build. But a lot of the magic, a lot of the balance skulls all take the same item. Same as, you know, most builds. Same as, Yo, dude, can I? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Then we swap out. We do this. We do this. I'm probably going to do a lot more swapping, because I want Frosty Boy's effect to go off. But fine. If you're going to be that way, Mr. Hero. Dash through that damage. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. Ice Field. Ice Field. No! He's taking a lot of damage really quickly, though, to be fair. I'm gonna swap to Alchemist now. I'm gonna turn around. Start Imp. Activate Big Golem. Ice Field. Ice Field. I can't even see where he is. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hello, dude.
Watch out!
Glacial.
Watch out!
Watch
No.
out!
Stop. You thought. That's what happens when you grab the cold. That's what happens when you grab the cold. Ice Field. Ice Field. No, I can't see what's happening. There's so much ice on my screen. You would. Ow! You would try. No. Lots of ice fields. Is this where he starts? Yeah, he starts spamming his, If I can bait him. There we go. Oh, I went too early. Oh, you're in trouble now, buddy. Oh, I thought it always went from the left side first. I guess not. Nice miss, loser. Hang on. I've got to do this right. Ice field. Ooh, iceberg. Enjoy. And here we go. The final phase. Aww, poor hero. Poor hero. Could you imagine if you could freeze bosses? This would be broken in a half. This would be redonkulous. No. Look at him reaching for me. He wants that grab so badly. Let me get my hands on you. Let me get my hands on you. No. Ice field. A frozen grave for thee, old man. Here, let me do this right. Let me leave you with. There we go. Hey, wait. Damn, infinite bone is so cool with Glacial Skull. Oh my god. And there's the Frozen Soul run. But before you close the video, I did promise that we had something special to see at the end here. So let's go to that now. So here we have an Arclich run, Death Trap, Deathly Chill, Hibernation, Freezing Field, Raven Lord. Lots of good, strong magic items. 3 in Mirage. Inscription, Warrior's Pauldrons, Wind Cloak, Coward's Cape. Lots of defensive items. You can probably guess already, but this is my no-hit Joan fight. And I wanted to put this in just because, I mean, we've already done the Frozen Soul run, and this is a fantastic time to show off a little bit of extra why he is so good and why balanced skulls are so good. Keep an eye on what Joan is doing the whole time. That's kind of like... that's the only thing that I can say that you need to really do is... the candle-throwing guys and Joan are like the 2 main sources of why I get hit ever in this first part of this fight. I'm stalling here to go into Frozen Soul. So the idea is largely Hibernate, Frozen Field, swapping into Arclich, and using Death Trap for big damage. And very lucky dashes there. That was a nasty placement for that beam. Yes, balanced skulls are still pretty much, in my opinion, the strongest. Ooh, that was disgusting. My Mirage saved me there. Power Skulls, by comparison, just can't do this, right? Power Skulls can't do what is being done here. You could theoretically no-hit, you know, these later boss fights with Power Skulls, but it's just so much harder. Just so much harder. Coming into the second part of this fight, the first phase is just, you know, it's a bit of a cluster truck, really, but, you know, we deal with it. I want to get Frozen Field out. I want to get... There we go. Death Trap out. The idea is to get as much of that as possible. I don't have Infinite Bone doing big resets, which is what I would love to have for this fight. If you have Infinite Bone with Arclich, it's just disgustingly good. 2 S-tier skulls going absolutely nuts. Oh, here we go. She summoned her little minions. I want to try... Whoa, right there. You see how crazy that was? Mirage saved me. I had 3 dashes and a Mirage. I panic dashed multiple times. Wind Armor saving my ass, dude. Saving my ass. Just gonna go up here and do the beams. I just sit down here. Like, I've said it before. You can hit her. I could have jumped up and fired Raven Lord, actually. What am I doing? I have Raven Lord available, and I haven't used it. Go, put Frozen Field out there, dude. What are you doing? You could safely Frost Field right now. But I'm being cautious. I'm anxious. There we go. Activate it all. Raven Lord, please, kill her. Ah, Raven Lord didn't kill her. It's okay, she's dead. And there's the achieve, and that's how I got it. Frozen Soul and Arclich being badasses. Fantastic. Okay, now we're done. We had an almost 5 out of 5 Blizzard Frosty Boy, even with Frozen Alchemist run, and the Joan no-hit achievement thanks to Frozen Skull and Arclich. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope that this kind of showed off a little bit as to why Frozen Skull is like an amazing S-tier quality badass skull, especially when you're building with lots of magic damage. If you haven't tried him out, please do. I encourage it. All of his abilities are good. All of his setups are good. He pairs well with any balanced skull. Give him a go. He's fantastic. But with all of that said and done, I gotta get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Have a good one.